Are you looking for an easy and complete way to learn about Agenda 47 and the GOP platform? Hey, it's Dan Zimmerman and welcome back to Illustrate to Educate. In this video, we'll look at the complete and up-to-date publication of Agenda 47, also known as the official Republican Party GOP platform, so you can be better informed. And if you find this video to be helpful, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. In the preamble, the GOP platform emphasizes a return to what they call America First principles, advocating for a restoration of national pride, economic strength, and security. The platform criticizes the current state of the nation, citing issues such as inflation, crime, and weakened borders as signs of decline. It calls for decisive action to secure borders, boost manufacturing, achieve energy independence, and strengthen the military. The platform highlights the importance of equal treatment under the law, protecting fundamental freedoms, and ensuring America's global leadership. The overall goal is to make America great again through what they call common sense policies and strong Republican leadership. In Chapter 1, the GOP commits to defeating inflation and reducing costs that have burdened American families. Key strategies include unleashing American energy by lifting restrictions to boost energy production and reduce costs, reducing wasteful spending by cutting unnecessary government expenditures to stabilize the economy, cutting burdensome regulations by reintroducing deregulation policies to lower household costs, securing the border by stopping illegal immigration to ease pressure on housing, education, and healthcare costs, and restoring peace through strength by promoting global stability to lower commodity prices. In Chapter 2, the GOP plans to secure the southern border, end illegal immigration, and protect American sovereignty. Key actions include securing the border by reinstating Trump-era policies, completing the border wall, deploying troops and technology, and imposing a fentanyl blockade. Enforce immigration laws by strengthening ICE, the Immigration and Customs Enforcement, reintroducing strict policies, and removing criminal elements. Institute the largest deportation program by reversing open border policies and deporting those who violate U.S. laws. Implement extreme vetting to keep out those who oppose American values. Stopping sanctuary cities by cutting funding to sanctuary cities and enforcing local cooperation with federal immigration laws. And lastly, prioritizing American workers by shifting to merit-based immigration, ending chain migration, and ensuring immigrants contribute positively to the economy. In Chapter 3, the GOP aims to build the greatest economy in history by empowering American workers and businesses through 5 key strategies. First is cutting regulations by reducing burdensome rules that hinder jobs, innovation, and economic freedom. Make Trump tax cuts permanent by locking in tax cuts from the Trump era and eliminating taxes on tips for service workers. Fair trade deals by prioritizing American producers, securing fair trade agreements, and bringing critical supply chains back to the United States. Energy independence by increasing energy production, removing restrictions, and lower energy costs. Lastly, championing innovation by supporting emerging industries like crypto, AI, and space exploration, which aims to ensure economic leadership and freedom from government overreach. In Chapter 4, the GOP aims to make the American dream affordable again by focusing on housing affordability by lowering mortgage rates, opening federal lands for home construction, offering tax incentives, and cutting regulations to reduce housing costs. Accessible higher education by promoting affordable alternatives to traditional 4-year degrees, affordable healthcare by increasing transparency, competition, and access to lower healthcare and prescription costs while protecting Medicare for seniors. And lastly, lowering everyday costs by reducing regulations, lowering energy costs, and implementing economic policies to drive down living expenses. In Chapter 5, the GOP pledges to protect American workers and farmers from unfair foreign competition by focusing on rebalancing trade, by implementing tariffs on foreign goods and reducing taxes on Americans to address the trade deficit, securing independence from China by ending China's favored trade status, reducing imports of essential goods and preventing Chinese investments in U.S. industries, reviving the auto industry by reversing harmful regulations canceling electric vehicle mandates, and blocking Chinese car imports. Bringing home supply chains by relocating critical supply chains to the U.S. for security and economic stability. Strengthening Buy American by enforcing policies that prioritize American-made goods and jobs, banning companies that outsource from federal contracts. And lastly, restoring manufacturing by protecting workers, boosting energy production, and rebuilding American manufacturing for job creation and economic growth. In Chapter 6, the GOP commits to protecting seniors by protecting Social Security. They aim to ensure the long-term sustainability of Social Security by restoring economic stability. Strengthening Medicare by safeguarding Medicare from financial strain, especially against the impact of adding illegal immigrants to its rolls. Supporting active living by focusing on chronic disease prevention, expanding access to care, and helping seniors stay in their homes. Enhancing home care by boosting resources for at-home care, supporting caregivers with tax credits, and addressing care workers shortages. Lastly, securing economic foundations by combating inflation, boosting economic growth, and securing funding for Social Security and Medicare through sound policies. In Chapter 7, the GOP plans to improve K-12 education. They plan to do this by supporting great teachers by focusing on excellence, ending teacher tenure, and promoting merit-based pay. Expanding school choice by ensuring every family has the option to choose the best education for their children, including homeschooling. Job preparation by emphasizing practical learning and career readiness, avoiding politicized education, and ensuring school safety by strengthening discipline policies and securing schools against violence. Restoring parental rights by empowering parents in their children's education and enforcing civil rights. Focusing on fundamentals by prioritizing core subjects like math and reading, rejecting political indoctrination. Promoting civic education by teaching patriotic values and America's founding principles. And protecting religious freedom by supporting the right to pray and reading the Bible in schools. Lastly, returning control to states by closing the Department of Education and letting states manage their educational systems. In Chapter 8, the GOP plans to renew American civilization by supporting families. They plan to do this by promoting marriage, family values, and policies that benefit working parents. Restoring law and order by strengthening police forces, protecting officers, and addressing homelessness to make cities safer. Beautifying Washington, D.C. by enhancing safety and maintaining the city's monuments and buildings. Caring for veterans by redirecting resources to homeless veterans and improving their healthcare options. Reforming colleges by reducing tuition, fire radical accreditors, and protect student rights. Fighting anti-Semitism by condemning it and holding perpetrators accountable. Reviving liberal arts by supporting classical liberal arts education. Promoting American beauty by focusing on beautiful public architecture and conservation. And lastly, honoring history by celebrating American heroes and planning a national event for the 250th anniversary of the United States. In Chapter 9, the GOP aims to restore government accountability, protect individual liberties, and secure fair elections. They plan to do this by ending a weaponized government by holding accountable those who misuse government power for political purposes. Protecting free speech by banning government involvement in censorship and protecting online speech. Defending religious liberty by safeguarding the right to practice religion freely and establish a task force against anti-Christian bias. Supporting pro-life policies by defending life through state laws and opposing late-term abortion. Reject gender ideology by protecting women's sports and stop taxpayer funding for gender transitions. Ensure election integrity by implementing voter ID, paper ballots, and securing voting processes. Lastly, supporting United States territories by promoting the participation of U.S. territories in the political process. In the final chapter, Chapter 10, the GOP's plan for national security focuses on what they describe as a robust, proactive approach. They plan to do this by prioritizing national interests by focusing on protecting the homeland, American rights, and national symbols. Modernize the military by enhancing military capabilities with advanced technology, better pay, and efficient staffing. strengthening alliances by ensuring allies contribute to defense, supporting Israel, and fostering peace and stability globally, enhancing capabilities by boosting economic, military, and diplomatic strength to counter adversaries, securing borders by completing the border wall and deploying military resources to combat trafficking, reviving the industrial base by strengthening domestic production of defense materials and ensuring manufacturing is US-based. Lastly, protecting infrastructure by improving security and defense of critical infrastructure against cyber threats. Did you find this video about Agenda 47 and the GOP platform to be helpful? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Illustrate to Educate to support more simple and objective videos on topics that matter. And if you liked this video, please check out the channel.